Dear students, welcome to the third semester of physics. Unit 1. In the Unit 1, we are studying the geometric properties. In this session, that is the session number 1, mainly we are studying the Fermat's principle, rectilinear propagation of the light, laws of refraction, laws of refraction. First thing, we will have to study what is Fermat's principle. Fermat enunciated the principle of least time for the path followed by light radiation. According to this principle, the path actually taken by a ray of light in passing from one point to the other is the path of least time. The fundamental laws of rectilinear propagation, reflection and refraction can be derived from this principle. However, in some cases, it has been shown that the time taken by a ray of light is not minimum but maximum. Therefore, in the modified form, Fermat's principle of least time is known as Fermat's principle of stationary time. According to this law, the path taken by a ray of light in passing from one point to the other is the path of minimum or maximum time. From the Fermat's principle, it is possible to derive or it can be very easily proved rectilinear propagation of the light. As a straight line is the path of least distance between the 2 points, therefore, time taken by a ray of light along straight line is minimum as compared to the other path, mainly a curved path. Therefore, Fermat's principle shows that light rays travel along straight line in a homogeneous medium. From the laws of reflection, consider a plane mirror and a plane ABCD. A plane ABCD is normal to the mirror. AO is the incident ray. It gets reflected along the direction of the OP and ON is the normal. Consider another ray which will be gets reflected from the point P. OP is normal to the plane ABCD. A path of the ray along the direction of the AP, it gets reflected from the point P, moves along the direction of the PB. A ray of light which will be moving along the direction of the AP, the path taken by a ray of light which will be moving along the direction of the AP is greater than the AO. So therefore we can write AP is greater than AO, and a reflected ray at the point P which will be moved along the direction of the PB. So PB is greater than the OB. So the path of the ray which will be moving along the direction of AP plus PB is greater than AO plus OB. This is against the Fermat's principle. So the path has to be minimum. The point P should coincide with the point O. So therefore, AO is the incident ray, OP is the reflected ray, and ON is the normal. All these three will lie in the same plane. Let me consider I will be the angle of incidence, R is the angle of reflection. Let me take AT is equal to M from this figure, AO is equal to U, OP is equal to P, BC is equal to N. Let me consider one more, the velocity of light. Velocity of light is equal to C. in moving along the direction of A to O and O to B, the time taken by a ray of light along the direction of AOB is given by the notation T is equal to AO plus OB divided by C. AO is U, OB is B divided by C. Let me consider the triangle AOD. In the first triangle here, AOD. In the triangle AOD, you have to define what is sec I. Sec I will be given by, this is equal to AO divided by AD. AO is equal to U, AD is M. So therefore, U is equal to M sec I. Similarly, in the other triangle OBC, in the triangle BOC or OBC, you have to define what is sec R is equal to, sec R is equal to OB divided by BC. So therefore, sec R is equal to P divided by N. P is equal to N sec R. Substitute these two values U and V in the equation T is equal to U plus V divided by C. So therefore, T is equal to 1 divided by C. U can be replaced by M sec I plus N. V can be replaced as N sec R. If the point O is shifted, there is a slight change in the I and R occurs. So therefore, you differentiate this equation. T becomes dt. dt is equal to 1 divided by C. You differentiate M sec I tan I di plus N sec R tan R dr. For the time to be minimum, dt is equal to 0. This equation in the left hand side, dt becomes 0. When dt becomes 0, this equation you have to write as 1 divided by C M sec I tan I di plus N sec R tan R dr is equal to 0. This equation can be written as, after simplifying, M sec I tan I di is equal to N sec R tan R dr. This equation you have to take it as the equation number 1. Now, whatever may be the position of O, this point O, OC plus DO is equal to constant. So you have to write it as DO plus OC is equal to constant. In the triangle, as usual, in the triangle, first triangle, you have to calculate what is the value of DO is equal to by defining tan I. That value will be given by, in the first triangle AOD, in that first triangle DO is equal to M tan I. OC in the other triangle, in the BOC or OBC, in this triangle, you have to calculate what is the value of the OC is equal to. OC is given by N tan R. So therefore, this equation will be DO plus OC is equal to constant. You substitute the value of DO is equal to as M tan I. OC is equal to, you substitute as the value N tan R is equal to constant. Differentiate this equation. M tan I plus M tan R is equal to constant. If you differentiate this equation, this will be M secant square I di plus N secant square R dr is equal to 0. This equation can be we have to rearrange the terms. M secant square I di is equal to minus N secant square R dr. You take this as the equation number 2. Divide equation 1 by equation 2. Equation 1 is M sec I tan I di is equal to minus N sec R tan R dr. Equation 2 is M secant square I di is equal to minus N secant square R dr. If you differentiate equation 1 by equation 2, you are going to get, after simplifying, sin I is equal to sin R. This can be simplified as I is equal to R. I is equal to R. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So, the two laws of the reflection, one is the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal. All these three lie in the same plane. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. These two can be proved on the basis of the Fermat's. One more derivation we will have to do, that is the derivation of the laws of refraction. Let me consider M1, M2 is the boundary separating the two media of refractive indices mu1 and mu2. mu1 is the refractive index of the rarer medium and mu2 is the refractive index of the denser medium. The velocity of the light along AO will be c divided by mu1 and the velocity of the light along the OB will be c divided by mu2. Let me take the one case. Let me take the ray of the incident ray along this direction AO. It will be U. AO is equal to U. AD is equal to M. OB is the V. OB is equal to V. Then BC will be M. And one more consideration we have to take. I will be the angle of incidence and R will be the angle of refraction. The time taken by a ray of light which will be traveling along the direction of AOB, that is the time taken by a ray of light from A to B, will be denoted as T is equal to will write AO divided by C divided by mu1 plus OB divided by C divided by mu2. So T is equal to AO is equal to U mu1 U divided by C plus OB is V, this is mu2 V divided by C. So therefore T is equal to 1 divided by C mu1 U plus mu2 V. Now you have to calculate what is the value of the U and V from the two triangles. One is AOD and the other one is OBC. First in the triangle AOD, in the triangle AOD, U is equal to M sec I. In the triangle therefore T is equal to, we will write T is equal to 1 divided by C m sec I into mu1 plus n sec R into mu2. If the point O is shifted, there is a slight change in the I and the R. So differentiate this equation. You take this as the equation number 1. Differentiate the equation 1. So if you differentiate this equation, this will be dt is equal to 1 divided by C into bracket mu1 m sec I tan I into di plus mu2 into n sec R tan R into di. For the time to be minimum, again dt is equal to 0. You take C towards this side, you simplify this equation. After simplifying this equation, you are going to get 1 divided by C mu1 m sec I tan I di plus mu2 n sec R tan R dr is equal to 0. You take 0 towards that side, that becomes 0. Simplify this one. mu1 m sec I tan I di is equal to minus mu2 n sec R tan R dr. You take this as the equation number 2. Whatever may be the position of O, whatever may be the position of O, dO plus OC is equal to constant. So therefore, we will write dO plus OC is equal to constant. Now again in the same triangle AOD, you calculate what is the value of dO is equal to. So dO will be given by, it is m tan I, then OC will be given by, it is n tan R is equal to constant. Differentiate this equation. This will be m secant square I into di is equal to minus plus n secant square R dr is equal to 0. You take this n secant square R dr on that side. This will be m secant square I di is equal to minus n secant square R dr. This is the equation number 3. Divide equation 2 by equation 3 and simplify this equation. After simplifying this equation, you are going to get mu1 sin I is equal to mu2 sin R. This is what is known as the Snell's law. mu1 sin I is equal to mu2 sin R is well-known equation known as the Snell's law, and we can prove that the incident ray, the refracted ray and the normal, all these three lie in the same plane.